And welcome to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds, flyweight action. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
Let's move!
Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Martinez is hurt bad by a right hand. Good defense, just covering up down low. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Halfway through this round here. Martinez's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Blocks that belt line well. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Good block by Martinez. Good block. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Now here's a perfect example of where you can actually see confidence growing in a fight. He was able to stun his man in that last round, and you just get a sense that he's a bigger, better fighter than he was before.
Well, I agree with you, Joe. It's the accumulation of damage that's starting to get to him right now.
Let's go, let's go. What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Then let's move out there. This guy's...
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Nice work, nice work.
Not an accurate hook at all. Oh, Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Good block by Martinez.
Let's go.
And he returns on that exchange. Accurate hook. Able to cover up that gut.
Keep working the body.
Solid left hand to the head. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
Jump on him right now.
Not much action as he just ties up. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Martinez is proving to be elusive.
Watch that.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. You see him holding on. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Able to dismiss that body shot. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Martinez is banged up by a left hand. And there's the bell. He is saved by the bell. Oh, boy, Teddy, he's in a world of hurt now. Only 60 seconds in front of him.
And you know what? Less than 60 seconds. It took him 5 seconds to get him on that stool. So right now, they can't concentrate just on telling him things, and he needs to be told why he got hit. But they got to get ice on him, and they got to, right now, they have to revive him.
Away from that power hit. I need you to keep moving side to side, all right?
Considering the fact that in the last round, he got tagged hard, he looks great right now to open up this round.
Well, I'm not shocked because I think he has character. I think there's substance to him. And the only way that you find the metal of a person is when you test him, when you push him up against the cliff. And he's being tested now, and he's showing what he's made of.
Move your head.
Gets rid of that body shot.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Martinez is well off the mark that time. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Martinez. He is damaged badly. He returned fire right there, and it worked. After being rocked, now he gets his man.
At this point, it's not about the skills and the abilities of these two fighters. It's about the dreams of them, and one of them is being eliminated.
Hey, I know he's not in great shape, but he's doing a very good job now all of a sudden of defending. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Now this is a byproduct of his energy level being low. He's desperate, so he ties up his opponent.
Well, this is part of being a fighter. This is part of being a pro in anything you do. There's times where it's all going your way. There's times where you got to make it go your way. You got to make an adjustment. He's doing what he has to do.
Uppercut.
Martinez is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Watch that. Punch. That's it.
Martinez is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
3 minutes gone by in this round.
Okay, keep your hands up. Keep them up, all right? I mean, you know, he caught you with your hands down. Let's keep him up. Listen, he's gonna come forward this round, all right? Keep that jab moving. Keep him away from you, all right?
Okay, deep breath now, deep breath. Relax. Are you all right? You need to just keep your hands up, Don't worry now. I just need you to focus. Keep your hands up.
Interesting early rounds of this fight. Martinez is up 2 rounds to 1 on your scorecard, Teddy. What do you like about him so far?
Well, I like the fact that he's busier, but I also like the fact that when he's not working, he gets out of range and he doesn't allow his opponent to win. That's why I got him winning.
Good looking uppercut that time.
Work the body, kid. It's all right, just keep moving.
Seems like he's clinching a little more. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, Teddy. So could this be a case of him trying to find a way to buy himself some time, of steadying himself a bit?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do. And his opponent has to take advantage. On the inside, rotate your shoulders back, create a little distance, a little room, and make sure you don't let him tie you up. Don't let him do what he wants to do.
Hook!
Nothing there on the punch by Martinez. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Halfway through round number 4.
Keep it going! You're not focused. Keep working the body. Pace yourself. Don't let him get at you.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Left and right, left and right.
Able to dismiss it. Good, solid right hand lands.
Back to the body. Keep working the body.
You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Keep those hands moving, all right?
It's like a whole new fighter out there. Look at him as we start this round. Remember what happened to him in the last round. Now he's up on his toes.
Yeah, well, remember what happened to him in the last round. That's what we say, but he doesn't say that. He's putting that out. He's putting it into the rearview mirror. He's going forward down the road with a lot of hope, a lot of vigor, a lot of confidence.
Protect yourself.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
He missed that uppercut.
You got this one.
And he just holds on there.
Jab. Pop it. Go. Go. Come on. Relax. Come on now, relax.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. And he engages in the clinch. Not able to land the headshot.
Let it go. Left and right. Come on, baby.
Martinez is making this like artwork here. I mean, his defense is just a masterpiece.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, actually. You know, the sweet science. It's not supposed to be about going in there and eating punches. It's supposed to be about going in there avoiding punches. You know, finding a way to hit your opponent without him hitting you. He understands that.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Body shot, body shot. Yeah. Looking good.
That was a miss by Martinez. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
I don't know what to say. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice workout. You got any more of these?
You gotta stand your ground, champ. Come on now. You gotta take it to him with some big shots without going over.
The start of the 6th round. Blocks the headshot. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Keep that head moving.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
He's throwing a lot of punches here. Now his opponent is showing very, very good movement. What adjustments can he make to deal with that movement?
Well, Joe, when you're fighting a guy who's smart, who's hard to hit, first of all, you got to shorten those punches up. If they're wide, they have no chance at all. And you got to go to the one place that's not moving. Guess where that is? Downstairs.
Halfway through round 6. Oh, he just misses with that solid right hand lands. Wow, this should be fun to see right here. He hurt him. This is like a cat and a mouse game right now. He's just bullying him, pushing him around.
Yeah, the cat, I've seen this cat and mouse game before. The cat was named George Foreman. The mouse, Joe Frazier. He was pushing him back, parrying him back, where he could finally get him where he wanted him.
I'm good. That's okay. That's all right. Now pay him back. Go pay him back.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Still not moving enough. Come on now, move. Move. Keep working the body.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Stay with him. Stay with him.
That round comes to an end. A round that I do believe he won. He fought much better there compared to what we saw out of him earlier.
Yeah, don't show me how somebody behaves when they're winning. You know, really, I want to see how someone behaves when they're losing. He's behaving the right way. He's getting himself back into this thing.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. Listen, he's done. He is done. I want you to double up that jab, and then I want you to...
Over the hump, the back end of the fight now begins. So here he is again, missing more punches. Now, I like a guy that throws punches, Teddy, but at some point, you got to do more than that.
Yeah, I tell you right now, if he was a carpenter, I would not have him coming in doing my kitchen cabinets because he'd be just cutting up a lot of wood, you know, and it'd be all over the place. But I wouldn't have the bookshelves. I wouldn't have the cabinets that I want. I'd have a mess. And right now, this fight's getting messy.
Go!
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
That's what I want to see. Nice work.
Martinez is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Let's see some more head movement.
At the halfway point of round 7.
Left and right. Come on, baby. Do that again. That look good. Do that one more time.
Blocks that punch. Martinez is stunned and staggered. Well, where was this earlier? All of a sudden now you see he's being effective and being aggressive and outworking his man, when for most of the fight, he was the one being outworked.
Well, eating about 2 dozen jabs, you know what? It can change your mind a little bit. He figures now, let the other guy start eating a little.
Finish with a hook. You're doing what you're doing, man. I need you to focus for him. Jump on him. Nice.
10 seconds to go in the 7th. Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I just need you to focus. Keep your hands up. Keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good. I need you to use your feet, all right? Move.
Beautiful, beautiful. I want another round exactly like that. This is your fight, all right? You're in complete control of this fight. It's over.
You got to give a lot of credit to the corner behind him. Here we are at the start of round number 8. We watched the early goings of this fight. I didn't think the score would be this close.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. I don't believe in giving him credit, but I'm going to give him a pat anyway because there's so many incompetent corners out there. I hate to say it in this business, but you see it all the time. This is a professional corner, the way they're supposed to be. They've done their job.
Unable to land clean by Martinez.
Keep moving.
He missed with that headshot. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Relax, relax. Work the body, kid. Body shots.
Martinez is basically giving you the impression that he's a little tentative to throw punches based on what happened earlier when he got hurt.
Yeah, he's got to find...
Big right, and bang, and away he goes. He goes down. Now he's got to beat the count of 10. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Focus. Man, that's it.
And yet another big shot comes in. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Martinez is back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question.
Pace yourself. Left and right, left and right.
And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Didn't get it done going to the body there. This round comes to an end, and you can just see that he doesn't have much to him. Not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You said you can just see. Well, his opponent can see it. So he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
Feel good? Come on, you got to give me one more round.
I wonder if those 60 seconds were enough, Teddy. He was knocked down in that last round. Now he's right back out there.
That 60 seconds has been enough for fighters in his position before. This sport's been around way over 100 years. It's up to him to do the things he needs to do early on in this round.
Unload!
Martinez is showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Uppercut!
Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
Work the body, kid.
Good exchange. He fires back. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all.
Focus.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Halfway through the 9th round.
You're not focusing.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it.
Back to the body, back to the body.
Blocks away that headshot.
Nice.
Pace yourself.
Martinez is like a piece of Velcro against his opponent recently here. He seems like he's clinching more after that knockdown.
Yeah, that's exactly what he has to do right now. Now he has to be able to just get past this little bit. It's kind of like being in a bad rapids. You know, you're going down those waterfalls. You better be in a something. This is his canoe. This is his raft.
Unload. Unload. More punches.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Pace yourself. Watch that.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round.
It's okay. Pay him back.
End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
All right?
Yeah, whoever finishes up strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here, too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was. And whoever grabs the last part of the round, that's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight. Finish up good at the end of the round.
1-1-2.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Good looking right hand after he got hit. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Martinez. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Martinez's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Martinez is not showing that he's got a great IQ when it comes to ring generalship here. He's just stationary, not much movement at all.
No, not at all, and it's feeding right into his opponent. He knows where to find them and where to find them at all times. He needs to get on those legs a little bit and start changing a little bit of his placement here where he is. He's always in the same place.
Get in there!
Halfway through round 10. And he ties up on the inside.
Focus!
And now just wasting everybody's time holding
Work the
on.
body!
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Martinez.
It's all right.
Very effective with the block and then the score. I like this kind of defense, Teddy. I like this kind of guy that just says, go ahead, think you can try to hit me up top. You can't. Great movement.
Very good movement, very good vision. He sees everything. To do this, you have to be very calm. He's very calm. He's very in control.
Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go. Solid. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? And round 10 comes to an end.
I need you to move this round, all right? Now move. Now he's coming in, swing. Now he thinks you're still hurting. He's gonna look to finish you off.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to. You have to be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you. You have to throw.
Good steady work in the recent rounds by him as we look at your scorecard, Teddy. Round number 11 underway, and that momentum that he's been carrying through to this point has evened up the fight.
And he has to do just what he's doing. But now it's up to his opponent now to get a little kick in the backside and say, hey, I let him get back into it. I got to get back. I got to pick it up.
In and out, in and out.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out for the next round and is fine.
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves?
Martinez is stunned by that shot.
Get out there. Uppercut.
Big shot, and he goes down again. Will he get up from this? Martinez is up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. 90 seconds to go in this 11th round.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Oh, and there you go. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
It's over. The fight is over. Martinez's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. So here we are late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.
And that's exactly why it happened, because he was coasting along. Everybody was comfortable. Everybody thought nothing big's going to happen. We're going to wrap it up. And that's when something like this does happen.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.